Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. So today we get to take a look at the 2025 BMW M4 Competition. This model is finished off in Alpine White and the MSRP is just over at $93,000. We have a beautifully spec'd M4. So we have a lot to go over for this performance-oriented and practical sports car. Let's start off with what the M4 is powered by. This is the 3-liter twin-turbo inline-6. It is paired to an 8-speed automatic, and it pumps out 523 horsepower, 479 pound-feet of torque. This specific model is the xDrive all-wheel drive model. It weighs in around 3,800 pounds. 0 to 60, from what I have found, can be as quick as 2.8 seconds. Top speed is 174 miles an hour. Now, as we work our way to the exterior styling, not much has changed for the 25-year model. We do have a slight redesign for these headlight housings, which still retain that dark housing to them. Everything is LED, of course. There's the kidney grille, forward-facing camera, all of the parking sensors, some gloss black for the bumper end caps there, as well as the grills on both sides there to provide additional cooling, and then some great lines that flow down the hood. Now, this specific model has a really nice set of wheels, which are not an option. These are actually included in that MSRP, so a really good option to choose. It's a staggered setup, so they're 19 by 9.5 up front, 20 by 10.5 in the rear. There's the red M Sport brake calipers as well. A really nice multi-spoke design for those wheels. Now, there's gloss black for the power folding side mirrors with the camera and turn signal. It's on the M4 badge there, as well as the lower side skirt. And the M4 comps come with the carbon fiber roof, just to help lower that center of gravity and give it that extra cool factor. There's also more gloss black surrounding the window trim there, and really nice lines that flow down the side. Now, hopefully you can tell, we have the illumination for these LED taillights coming to life as I approach the vehicle, which is new for this model. Gloss black for the trunk mounted spoiler. There's the backup camera. More gloss black for that diffuser. There's all the parking sensors, as well as that quad tip dual exhaust, which we can take a listen to because this does have remote start. You can also use the key fob to shut it off. You can use it to open up the trunk, or use that control located underneath, where we have a good bit of storage for this sports car. The back seats do fold down to give you more space. You have some storage pockets on both sides as well. So this is a very practical vehicle. You can use this as a daily driver with the amount of space that is located in the back. Now, this model also has the Fiona red leather, which is a really nice option. This has the Harman Kardon audio. There's brushed aluminum accents, memory seating controls, all of your window and side mirror adjustments. And then take a look at these two-tone seats. They are automatic with the one manual adjustment for that leg support there. And the seat will also work its way forwards once you put that backrest in that forwards position. So that gives me plenty of space at 5'10" to hop into the back, where honestly I'm pretty comfortable. You get an armrest. My head is just up against the headliner. Large windows as well, so I could ride around town and be comfortable. If you maybe have some small kids and you want a practical vehicle, you just need that extra third or fourth seat, this is a great option to go with. We also have the new design for this leather steering wheel with the red stripe up top, flat bottom design to it, really cool accents on both sides with the carbon fiber and that design there. Let's start this back up though. We have the carbon fiber paddle shifters, M1 and M2, cruise control settings, you have volume, Bluetooth controls, and then you also have some info that you can go through within this gauge cluster. So you have all of these basically normal vitals, or vitals that I would use every day, the driving modes, how the vehicle is currently set up, and just some other general information that you can monitor as needed. You can also go into the head-up display and go through that depending on what you would like to see. Now, you can also change the gauge cluster, so put it into sport mode, where you now have all of the vitals that you need for some more performance driving. It even puts the RPM up on that head-up display, which is nice to see. Now, on this left side, a little bit of storage along with your headlight adjustments. You have a new design for the air vent control. And then for the infotainment system, we have a lot more that we can go into. With your home screen here, you have several widgets that you can monitor. There's also Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, your climates, lighting. You can go through all of this information. And then you have shortcuts to your music, phone, and navigation, as well as your climate menu being right in the middle. So you can quickly get into that, along with the heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel too. More carbon fiber underneath that. We have the air vents there, along with your power and volume, tuning. There's also defrosters. You have more carbon fiber on this lid, which reveals wireless charging, auxiliaries, and cup holders. And then you do have all of these shortcuts for that infotainment system. So again, you don't have to use it as a touchscreen system. You can use all of those controls. Now let's put this into reverse, where you get the backup camera with that top-down view. You get the 360 view as well, so you have no shortage of visibility for the entire vehicle. There's drive and the manual setting, along with park and the ability to adjust how the transmission shifts, which is really neat. There's traction control, as well as being able to pull up the forward-facing camera. You have parking sensors, engine start-stop. M mode is what I showed earlier. There's also setup. So this is how you can get into M1 and M2 and configure all of this depending on the shortcuts that you would like and to have those set up. There's also an exhaust note, auto hold, and the e-brake. A little bit of storage in the armrest, as well as in the glove box there. And there's garage door buttons up top with the rear view mirror, and then dome lights up top as well. Look at the amount of glass that you get. So it's easy to see over the right side, and then you can even see out of this back window over that left shoulder as well. And in sport mode, second gear, here we go. And this has so much more potential. Again, take a look at the video where we took an M4 Comp to the mountains to really see the performance of this vehicle. But even a mild acceleration like that still puts a smile on your face, still gives you the drama you're looking for when you have everything set up in the sport mode, quickest shifts, and all of that. But this is what it's like to be behind the wheel for the 25 BMW M4. Definitely a great place to be. I think the size of the screen works well. I know a lot of people that's not really their favorite, but I think it works well, especially in this model here. And it's just a nice place. Seats are really comfortable too. We do have the functionalities of these different driving modes. So if I just put it into efficiency right now, we can also make the exhaust less quiet. So you won't really hear it as much there. And then the suspension also gets a little bit more forgiving, I'll say, on some of these bumps that we're hitting. So the driving modes are actually functional. You have so many different personalities with this vehicle in one, but seats are super comfortable. I like the bolstering support that they have to offer. And you have a plentiful amount of space for this style of vehicle. So it's a really good blend of everything. And you have so many different options. Like I said, you can go with a manual, you can go with rear wheel drive. We have all wheel drive for this specific model, which is basically the top trim level that you can get. And then you have a lot of different options too, depending on what your budget is. You can get extra carbon fiber goodies, things like that. But it's just going to give you a really nice driving experience. I wish I could do a little bit more performance driving today, but I have those videos that you can check out like I've mentioned. This is just, it's a fun car every time I get behind the wheel. This is something that you should put on your list if you're looking for a practical and performance-oriented sports car. But that's going to wrap it up for this 2025 BMW M4. Once again, a huge shout out to Hendrick BMW Charlotte for providing this sports car for me today. Make sure you take a look at their website. That link is down in the description. Give the video a huge thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and consider smashing that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our daily uploads. I will see you all in the next video.